Okay, I've thought of some more questions. Hi, I'm Richard, the Yorkshire Atheist. My last video was a list of some of the questions that I had on my journey from Christianity to atheism, and I realised that wasn't really even scratching the surface. So here's a bunch more of them. Okay, so I'm a qualified linguist. I've studied translation. Uh, why would an all-knowing, all-powerful God decide that the written word, written in languages that no longer exist, and where we've had to translate from one language to another language to another language to another language, why would that God have decided that this was the best way to communicate his message? Even I know that going from modern day languages that are Indo-European in their nature can have a myriad of ways to translate such a simple phrase such as "How are you?", let alone the complexities that someone would find in the Bible. I was born in Britain, where Christianity is the biggest religion. Isn't it statistically unlikely that I just happened to be born into the right one? Okay, here's a good one, and I could talk about this all day. God put the tree of the knowledge of good and evil in the Garden of Eden. And people talk about Adam and Eve having free will and God giving humans free will, but doesn't he know everything? And wouldn't he know that they would be tempted and therefore would sin and would therefore be chucked out of the garden? Like, he put that there and he knew that would happen. Why does God like blood so much? In the Old Testament, people sacrifice animals to him. And I understand Jesus dying on the cross is like a metaphor for the sacrifices of animals in the Old Testament, but can't he forgive us without blood, 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 blood? Why do people overlook the horrors, the absolute disgusting behaviour of God in the Bible? Even like innocent examples such as David and Goliath is a story about God helping David kill another man. The flood is about where God gets really annoyed that his plan didn't work, and so murders every man, woman, and child, every single tiny little baby in the planet, and saved Noah, who was an alcoholic, incestuous. Why is no one bothered about the fact that the Gospels were written decades after Jesus supposedly lived and died? I can barely remember what I said yesterday, let alone 10 years ago, let alone multiples of 10 years ago. Crazy to believe that the things in the Bible are accurate, especially down to the sentence level of the things that Jesus said. Stories like the Exodus, the story of the Passover, where God spares the lives of the firstborn children of the Israelites, is actually just a story of God deciding to kill the firstborn of all the Egyptians. And those children were innocent and certainly didn't deserve dying. God isn't merciful here. God is cruel and greatly unjust. And if the Bible talks about selling all your belongings and giving to the poor to follow Jesus, how come churches are filled with gold and stone and cloth? How come there are so many crazy rich Christians? Yeah, they may give to charity, but come on, that's not quite the essence of the story, is it? Thanks for watching. I could literally go on like this forever. I have an infinite amount of questions, and I think during my transition period from being a Christian to being an atheist, it's really opened my eyes to understanding not only my own religious views that I had, but also thinking about the world in a completely different way. Please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you like, and I'll catch you next time. Love.